A couple of weeks ago on PM, we heard from the family of Bill Shaw. He used to be a serviceman. Now he's in jail in Afghanistan for corruption. At the time, the family were in Kabul and spoke of their relief after visiting him. But now they're back home here and say they're increasingly concerned for his safety. Ray Furlong reports.
I have now been transferred to the infamous Pulichaki prison and just about coping whilst we await the appeal
These
process.
are Bill Shaw's words, read by his daughter Lisa. The letter brought back from his prison cell in Kabul is his first statement to the outside world since an Afghan court found him guilty of paying a bribe in April. Mr. Shaw was working for a private company providing security for the British embassy there. Now, back home in Dover, Lisa and her mother Liz are for the first time voicing criticism of the British government over its handling of the case.
For him himself in there, I think he's just unsure. He feels as though he's been just left there to carry the can, I think, and is just questioning, what can be done for him and why isn't more being done, because he knows he's innocent and he just feels he's been left there, really.
He's now mixing with Taliban and he's constantly looking over his shoulder and is concerned for his safety in there. He's got to keep his guard up and he shouldn't be living like this for so long.
Despite these concerns for his safety, the Foreign Office has said it would only consider intervening in his case after his appeal, something that could be 2 months off.
It's too far for him. I think he needs help much sooner than that. He's in a pretty bad way out there. He's already done 3 months, of which 9 weeks was in pure isolation. And I think he's struggling. He's trying to put on a brave face, but a man can only take so much. I really think he's struggling and needs help sooner than that.
He was promoted from the ranks and ended his career as a major and a decorated officer. This is the kind of person that we should protect if we are to honour effectively the military covenant. And it seems he isn't getting the assistance from the Foreign and Commonwealth Office that really he should have.
Charlie Elphick, the family's local MP, is supporting them. He's part of the new intake of Tory MPs and raised the case in his maiden speech.
I think it's very important that the Foreign Office make representations to the Afghan government because of the issues about whether justice has been done here.
The Foreign Office has always said that it wants the Afghans to clamp down on corruption, to have a functioning judiciary. Wouldn't we appear as a nation rather hypocritical saying you can't do this because he's British?
The previous government was busy criticising the Afghan regime of having corrupt officials, and there is more than a hint of a suspicion that what happened here was the Afghan regime wanted to show that British people are also corrupt.
Are your concerns shared by other colleagues of yours?
Yes, several colleagues have approached me about this matter, colleagues who have expertise in Afghan affairs and military affairs, and they said we are also in doubt as to whether the Foreign Office is working hard enough on this, and it is important that they work harder on this.
The Foreign Office declined to make anyone available for this report, but in the last hour it's issued a statement saying that an official met Charlie Elphick today and that it was ready to consider further action. It added, "We're also aware of concerns expressed by the family and are currently reviewing our handling of this case to ensure those concerns are addressed where possible." It's not clear whether this will pacify the family, who feel deeply aggrieved over how Bill and they have been looked after so far.
I asked him outright, I said, has anybody from the embassy visited you in the last 9 weeks? And he said no, nobody had been at all to visit him. And also disappointed, I think, that the lack of personal contact that we've had from anybody. The Foreign Commonwealth Office have not been personally in touch with us out of their own will. It's been through myself or my mother and brothers writing letters to them. There's been no reassurances for us. My father has been convicted for 2 years in an Afghan prison. That's it.
I didn't really get to share, but I told about the letter that I got from the Queen in Assembly.
Ah, did she know?
Back home from school, Lisa's 8-year-old daughter recalls how her letter asking the Queen for help was the subject at Assembly. The reply said the matter was passed to the Foreign Secretary's office. With no date set for Bill Shaw's appeal, his family say getting help from the British government remains their best hope.
Ray Furlong reporting.